Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just going to do a topic that I keep getting asked about, and they just came out with the play assist not too terribly long ago. Reason why I didn't put a video out is I was kind of having problems with it. Seemed a little buggy, didn't really understand it, and I'm going to explain a couple of things here of why it's still really confusing, and it's kind of a horrible design to how this is working, and I'll kind of explain that to you guys. But every 24 hours, you have an opportunity to go and collect your freebies, your challenges, and idle rewards and different things like that. And I'll go ahead and just claim this in front of you guys. But you know, you have your quick rewards here, and one thing about the quick rewards, just real quick, if you guys are doing your battle passes here, and so you go to your privilege card, and not your battle pass, I apologize, but your privilege cards here. I do both of these just personally because you can get a lot of extra energy, and of course you get extra diamonds each day. I think with both of them it comes to about 450 diamonds per day, which isn't bad. But again, the really big benefit for me is the energy use and being able to do extra moves and things like that. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is when you go to your quick rewards here, you can see it says 19 remaining. And so I can sit here and click this and click this and click this and click this. And then on the other side of that, where you see the free now, it says 20 remaining. And these can be really beneficial, but they can get a little pricey after a little while, especially after you get, I think, down to 12 and 10. They move up to 300, and I think even at the end of this, they go up to 400 diamonds every time you collect this. One benefit, if you do have a massive amount of diamonds, or you're trying to get your mothership up and different things like that, this is probably the main reason why you would want to invest into this, is to get that mothership up, and some of your camp and different things like that. So this is a way you can do it faster, but of course it does cost you diamonds. And so the reason why I'm bringing this up is the play assist can help you assist into getting these daily. And sometimes sitting here all day, not necessarily all day, but clicking through all of this can be kind of a task. And right here you have resources, you get your freebies here, and you know, it does take a little bit of time if you're going through this daily to you know, find all of this stuff and ensure that you're getting it all. And so the play assist was created to kind of help you guys do this a lot faster and with a little bit more ease. But again, when it came out, it was kind of buggy. Players still don't really exactly know how to use this exactly. It seems pretty upfront, and when you look at it right here, you know, it says claim your star rewards, claim random module rewards, claim pilot shards, claim fighter resources, claim energy 10 times. And again, going back to your privilege card, you can claim these a lot faster than when you run out of energy, clicking the get energy and then clicking it again and then clicking it again. It can be a little daunting at times and a tiny bit time consuming. So I think they're on the right track of, you know, making the play assist, but again, it's still a little confusing to a degree. And so, you know, right here, just going down, free daily pack, super chest, free weekly pack, free monthly pack, and of course, if you go into your packs here, you do have your free pack here, your weekly pack. And so that's basically what it's saying. And the one thing that got a little confusing for me is you have this side of it, but then they give you the challenge side to also claim these instead of going to each one and clicking this daily. Now, of course, for the new players, when you go into these, you do have to play the actual levels and get the best reward side of this, or the highest reward that you can with this for this to be effective. And until you play this, you can't really do that. So if I go remaining, I can actually go into each one of these levels and actually play the levels. But because I've already done it and I'm already kind of where I want to be with everything, I don't really want to do that. It's a little time consuming to do that every single day. And so they did make a cool feature, a sweep feature, but that's kind of what the play assist does for you also. But what I find really strange and really confusing, going back to what I was meaning in the beginning here, is you have this side of it where you can get your super chest and your free weekly packs and stuff like that, but it doesn't say anything on here about how to do your challenges or anything. It's really kind of deceiving, actually. So I'm going to just do this part real quick, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to execute, and right here it's executing everything that you can get basically for free. And so that is a big time saver. And you can see I got my energy claims 10 times because of the privilege card, pilot recruitment, free daily pack, pilots. And so if you want to check and see if that really worked, you can go to your resources, and now you can see the star resource says remaining 0. You can see module is 0. That pilot it's talking about is right there, and you can see that it says 0 also. And so if we go to our chest, if you look up there, it says free monthly pack. You see it's in gray, so I did get that not on this one, but on my daily. You can see if these were open for the weekly and daily, it would actually snag those for you also. So that's basically what it did, is it went through and it snagged all of my stuff here, and pretty cool. And so the real problem I have with this again is here's all your challenges, and when you go to the play assist, where does it say that? It doesn't say that. It doesn't have an extra button saying hey challenges, or so that could be really confusing. And so you have a quick claim and then you have an execute. And now me personally, I would just use the execute, never really the quick claim. Now, and here's something I want to tell you guys too. So if you look at the top right hand corner, it says refreshes in 22 hours and 58 minutes. Okay, that's important to realize that you guys should only do this once a day. Once a day. Did you hear what I said? Only do it once. And wait for the full 22-hour refresh before you do this. Because if you do this, and so my time where I'm at, I'm not sure if it's your guys' time too, but I think like around 12 a.m., all of this stuff does refresh at 12 a.m. But what's crazy about it is if you start to do some of these, and I'll give you an example. So like your daily missions, log in, open 2 chests, watch 5 ads. If you collect those too early, you will not get the credit for especially your daily challenges. So if you're doing that too fast and you keep hitting that, you keep thinking that you're getting these rewards, you're kind of messing yourself up, especially on the daily mission. So wait 22 hours to do that again. Do not do it again. And again, me personally, I just do execute. But here's your challenges, and how the heck do I get all of this stuff? Now, there is kind of a little bug still going on with this, but the stupid part for me about this is you have to go into settings. So it doesn't say anything about collecting. It says settings, and I'm not sure if especially some of the new players know that when you go into the settings, that's how you get your challenges and some of your other things here. And I think it's kind of a little dumb. They should have, on that play assist first screen, they should have like it's split in half, and you see the one side that you're collecting first, and then your challenge side. I think it should all just be sitting right there, so you know to collect those. But unless you didn't know to go into that setting, you're not going to know to do this. And then here's the buggy part for me is okay, so you can see it all says off on here. And so these are basically, again, obtain pilot materials from air-sea simulation, bombarding, trials against foes. I'm not going to bore you guys with reading all of this out here. But again, it goes, idle rewards energy. So right here, I can get more energy, and idle rewards first free, and then it says 8 times. And so just as an example here, now you can go in and set how much of this that you want to take, and you got to remember, so that was the part where I was talking about, you know, if you want to get your mothership up, these do start costing diamonds, and for me, going past 12 gets extremely expensive. It starts getting up into the 300 diamond range for each time that you take that. And so me personally, I go about 8. I'm with a good legion. We do collect a lot of diamonds, and I do save diamonds here and there for this purpose alone. But you can set your maxes and do what you want to do here if you don't want to spend diamonds. So let me see here. If I just go up to okay, so it's 10. So right as soon as I went to 10, look what it says. Current cost 300 times to do that. So that gets really pricey. And then actually, yep, it goes even more expensive after to 11. When you go to 12, it goes to 400 diamonds. I mean, that is incredibly expensive. So I don't really recommend, unless you have a crap load of diamonds or you're a billionaire, I'd probably stay pretty far and clear from that. So I have mine set to basically 8. I'm going to confirm that. And then obtain energy. I want as much energy as possible. And you can see I turned it up to 6. So I'm going to confirm that. Now the buggy part about this is when you turn this on, you think that this stays on, and sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. And when you go into the settings or into the setting side and you go to execute and it says it's not going to do anything, make sure that this didn't turn off on you, because this has turned off on me several times. And at first glance, I was like, what in the heck is going on with this? And then I realized that this play assist turns this off all the time. So when you come into this setting, you know, do what you're going to do into your settings. I want all 3 of the air simulation. I want basically the bombarding. I don't really need these, but I'll go ahead and do the 2. Trial against foes. You know, you set what you want to do. And again, on some of these, you are going to spend diamonds. And so if you don't want to spend diamonds, make sure you're reading what it says. Critical strike here. Let's go to settings. So it'll cost me 100 extra diamonds to collect that last, basically, set of those. And so a lot of these I do want, though, and technically I want them all, but I'm doing pretty good in the game, and some things aren't as crucial, so maybe it wouldn't be worth me spending my diamonds versus, you know, if I am looking for them, of course I'd spend the diamonds on it. But right here again, like I said, it can be a little bit buggy. These do turn off, and like I said, I think this is stupid that it's called settings and it doesn't say your challenge missions and more. And so for me, I think that's really confusing, especially as a new player, that you have to go into the settings versus if you just go to the play assist. I think it should just be sitting here, maybe in a split screen, showing you your super chest and then your challenge side. And I think it should be just a little bit more clear to the player what's going on here. But I'm going to go basically to the settings, and I'm going to try to get all my challenges and some of those extra things that it would take me a little bit of time to click through if I was just doing this manually. So I'm going to execute this. And so right here it's showing me the rewards that I would get if I was doing this manually, but it's doing this automatically for me. And it really is a cool feature. But again, I still think it's a tiny bit buggy. And if you ask some of the other players, they some of the other players say that they don't use this feature because they're afraid that this might not be giving you the correct rewards, and they would rather see it in real time to make sure that they're actually getting it. Even though we're seeing it coming through this little portal, again, some of the other players are insisting that they would just rather do this manually still anyways, to ensure again that they're getting the actual reward. So I guess one way you can check is after you do this, go in and you can see nothing is showing that it's highlighted for me to do. So critical strike, you can see everything's in gray, and it's basically telling me that we did these challenges. So I think it's a pretty cool feature. It's, like I said, I still think it's a tiny bit buggy. I do use this just personally because it is a pretty big time saver, and you know, it's to your discretion. Again, one last time, some of the other players said that they would just rather do this manually just to ensure that they're truly getting what it says that you're getting. So, but I thought I would cover this topic. Hopefully this helps you guys out. If you have any tips, or if you're having any problems, or it's buggy for you, just leave me a comment and let me know what you guys are thinking about all of this. And you know, most importantly, with these videos, as I always say, just have fun, guys.